Hello and welcome to the first video where I will explain something about adding and subtracting square roots. Before we do that, we go back to the like terms. Last year you learned what like terms are. If you take a look at these examples over here, you can see 2a plus 3a, and we know a and a are exactly the same, the letter a. That means they are like terms and you can add them. We can say 2 plus 3 is 5. So 2a plus 3a is 5a. If we take a look at this calculation, we can see an a, but then we see an b, and b and a are not the same. They are not like terms, so therefore you cannot add them, and they will just remain the same, 2a plus 3b. And then let's take a look at this. So we see 2a and 3a, so they're the same, right? But if you take a closer look, you can see that here is a little 2. That means it's a squared. Therefore, they are not the same. A and a squared are not the same. They are not like terms. So you cannot add them. So also this will just stay the same. 2a plus 3a squared. Okay, and the same goes for calculating with square roots. Before we start, take a look at this. It says 5 square root of 3. Just like 2a, which means 2 times a, if we go back here, 2a, which means 2 times a. But we leave out the multiplication sign. That's what we learned. We leave out the multiplication sign. And the same goes here for 5 square root of 3. Actually means 5 times the square root of 3 plus 3 times the square root of 3. When can you add and subtract square roots? The number underneath the square root must be the same. So in the first case, we see 5 square root of 3 and 3 square root of 3. The same as with the like terms, they have to be the same, and then you can add them, the numbers in front of it. So 5 plus 3 is 8, so this will be 8 square root of 3. Take a look at the next one. 4 square root of 2. 4 times the square root of 2 minus 6 times the square root of 8. 2 is of course not the same as 8. So we cannot add them, so this will stay the same. 4 square root of 2 minus 6 square root of 8. And the last one, a longer calculation. So we have to find the square roots that are the same. The numbers underneath the square root have to be the same. So I see a 3 over here and a 3 over here. So I can do something with those numbers, and a 5 and a 5 over here. So I say I have 5 times the square root of 3 plus the square root of 3. And as you know, if there's nothing in front of it, it means a 1. So 5 plus 1 is 6, so I have 6 square root of 3. And then minus 6 square root of 5 minus 2 square root of 5. Minus 6 minus 2 is minus 8, so it's minus 8 square root of 5. Alright, and that is how you add or subtract square roots. Thank you for watching this video.